Hey guys, FNAF King underscore 93 here. Today I will be showing you how to defeat blind mode on Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Before I continue, I will say this again. After beating Night 8, you get a chance to get 6 extra small glowing stars. For now, we will focus on getting the red stars. Blind mode is what I truly say it is. You're blindfolded and you cannot see anything in the game. Of course, this challenge can feel scary for new players, but I am here to tell you that sight doesn't matter in this game. All you need is sound. This challenge is not that bad at all. It's going to take some time to understand and some courage to attempt. The first thing we must talk about is what remains visible in your vision. The first thing that's visible is your mouse, but you can't see where to click. The second thing that's visible is the 6 a.m. screen. The last thing that's visible are the jump scares. Other than that, you are completely in the dark and you must rely on sound cues to help you. Something that players struggle with is knowing where to click to go to a certain location. Most complaints are from the closet. To fix this, try to picture in your head about where you could be and ask these questions. Did I make it to the door? Is the door closed? Is the door open? How many Freddles are on the bed? Asking these questions will help you have a good idea about where you are. If you're running to a door, make sure that you hear a creaking sound when you stop. If you don't, there are two possibilities. First, you didn't hear the footsteps running, and then you likely didn't click on the right area. If you did hear your footsteps running, you somehow ran to the closet by accident and should respond immediately. For this night, you should follow a pattern of left door, right door, bed, and repeat. If Cheek is in the kitchen, you can completely skip the right door with no problem. The pattern for that is left door, bed, and repeat until you don't hear pots and pans anymore. So pretty much this is what you'll be doing up to the 4 a.m. segment. You can easily get to 4 a.m. very consistently, but when we get to Nightmare, this is what makes this challenge sometimes unwinnable due to RNG of guessing where Nightmare could be, but I'll explain that later. Honestly, this challenge is not as bad as it seems. It's like Night 7, but you just can't see anything, pretty much. Duh. Like what I said before, sight doesn't matter, sound does. If it was no sound mode, then yeah, that would definitely be a challenge and pretty much impossible to beat. You would need good luck in order to do that. So to recap this mode, the only things that you can see are your mouse, 6 a.m. screen, and jump scares. I highly recommend a stopwatch like live split or live split. I don't know how to say it. Is a good timer that most gamers use, so I highly recommend that one. Remember to picture your gameplay in your head. This will help you know exactly what is going on. If you have a problem running to the closet, try flicking to the right briefly and try. Again, if it doesn't work, try the opposite way to the left and then try. Remember to listen for your own footsteps, which signals that you have moved to the location that you either wanted to go or didn't want to go. I will deactivate myself so you can hear how I react to certain things. Because you also need to listen too. I will talk once we reach 4 a.m. Alright, deactivating. Now that it has hit 4 a.m., get ready for the hardest part of the night. Because when Nightmare laughs, it is very RNG based and you must take chances in order to survive. The only way you can tell if it was a fake laugh is by hearing footsteps after the laugh completely stops. Other than that, it's just going to be guessing. When Nightmare laughs, flash the bed first, since it's the fastest out of everything. If you hear loud static, wait until it stops or close the closet doors depending where he is. The laughs make this mode harder since we can't see Nightmare at all to verify if he's still at the door. So we must take chances in order to survive, like what I said. If you're fast enough, you should be able to clutch things just in time. If he laughs and you check two locations and he's in neither, well, you might as well sing the We Are Screwed song because you're gonna die. If you're fast enough and you're begging Nightmare for mercy, then you'll likely survive, but still, though, very low chance. When Nightmare stops at a door, run to it and don't have any delays. Just run to it and have your finger pressed on the shift button as you're running to the door. To not risk anything, like what I said in previous guides. Getting into this habit helps you a lot so that when the tiniest slip ups happen in this mode and you die, you are aware of it and correct it in the future. Remember to move as quickly as possible. To recap, move as quickly as possible. If Nightmare laughs and you check two locations, the chances of you dying get very high, but not impossible. If you hear loud static on the bed, wait until it stops. If it is the closet, close the doors until you hear Nightmare running again. Go with your gut to locate his location, and don't feel discouraged if you lose the round. It wasn't your fault. It was likely the RNG that Nightmare holds, which he loves doing that a lot. Well, there you go, guys. That's how you defeat blind mode. Follow the strategy, and I promise you that you will have another blue, sorry, not blue, another red star in the main menu. I don't know. I'm just very excited to get to the blue stars. Okay, like I just can't wait for you guys to beat the hardest challenges. Thank you for watching this guide. I hope it helped you, and I will see you in the next one, which is when things will get a little bit tough.